alaikum dear viewers, and welcome to our Learn Arabic show. Right, so before we start our session for today, I'd like you to look at this verse. Sometimes when you feel that you are not appreciated for what you do, for all the good that you do, you feel that you're not appreciated at times, okay? So the Quran has a remedy for you. Just open Surah Al-Dahr, which is Surah 76. Surah Dahr, in other Qurans it says Surah Insan, it's the same thing. Verse number 22. It says, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Inna hadha kana lakum jaza'an wa kana sa'yukum mashkura. Okay, so this means, behold, this is your recompense. Jaza meaning recompense. Wa kana sa'yukum mashkura, and your endeavor has been accepted. So we had done about, I remember the auxiliary verbs. We had done kana was one of the auxiliary verb. We had kana, we had sara, we had all those verbs. So hope you remember from there. Inna hadha kana meaning behold, this is your. Lakum meaning your. Okay. Of course, lakum in itself means for you. Okay, but if you put it in a sentence meaning your, okay, so and this kom in the end is, of course, this is a suffix. We had done about the independent pronouns. Remember when we had discussed about dependent and independent pronoun? So this is a dependent pronoun, meaning that it needs to be attached to something so that it makes some sense, okay? So lakum. Okay, so I can say waraqukum, your paper, and this kum does not refer to singular man. Okay, it refers to plural. And of course, I can also say lakunna, but in Quran, most of the things, of course, they have referred it to as men, but of course, it's not only meant for men, meant for mankind, both men and women. Okay, so most of the terms you'll see in the Quran referring to masculine, that does not only mean this verse is only for masculine and not feminine. Okay, it's referring to the whole of mankind, but usually that is the language of the Quran. They just use masculine to describe most of the things. So we have lakum. So this kum is referring to you all. Okay, you all. If I want to say singular man, laka, to you, masculine, singular. If I want to say to you, feminine, singular, laki. If I want to say to her, laha. If I want to say to him, lahu. Okay? Jaza'an means recompense. Wa kana sa'yukum, and your endeavor has been accepted. Remember when we were discussing about auxiliary verbs, we had said kana has been. Now this has been refers to kana. Kana means has been, okay, something that has been occurred, has been. This, the exact translation is kana. So kana has been your endeavor. Your endeavor, that is sa'yakum. Okay, your endeavor, your good deed, okay? Sa'yakum, that is again yours, referring to you all, the whole of mankind. Mashkura, has been accepted. Mashkura means now you have been thanked for the good deed that you have done. So when you do not feel that you're appreciated for a good deed, you go to the Quran and Allah will give you that recompensation. Allah will compensate for that good deed that you have done. Okay, so this was just a verse. I just wanted to share this verse with you. You can look up the grammatical aspect, and of course, you see, the best way to learn Arabic, you just open a Quran, pick up any verse from any surah. Just open the Quran, be it any verse, any surah, or a paragraph, okay, and try to translate it. Try to look at the grammatical aspect, of course, but do not try to interpret the verses, because you need the knowledge of interpretation to actually interpret the verses, right? So just try to look at the grammar, try to translate it, okay? Try to look at the aspects of the sentence. Now today, like I said in our previous session, we have done enough of grammar. You know now the basics of grammar. So I was thinking of going to conversation, okay? So basically I was just thinking of heading into the conversation part so that, you know, you get a little practice. So what I'm going to do is I'll just jot down a sentence, okay? Any sentence in Arabic, and you will have to try and translate it, okay? So the first sentence we have here is كم أختاً كم أختاً لك. Very simple sentence. كم أختاً لك meaning how many sisters do you have? كم meaning how many. أختاً means sisters. Of course, I can also say أخوات, but the more eloquent, the more high grammar, they say أختاً. Okay, أختاً لك. Okay. So how many sisters have you got, or how many sisters do you have? Then the next sentence we have here is القرآن Right, so the next sentence we have is Al-Qur'anu Kitabullahi. Very simple sentence. The Quran is book of God. Now here is again the ruling of possessor and possession. Mudaf, mudaf ilay. From the ruling of possessor and possession, what did we say? So if I have Kitabullahi, what is my mudaf? My mudaf is Kitabun. So this is my mudaf. What is my mudaf ilay? Allah, of course. Possessor. Right? So Kitabullahi. So here I'll have a genitive and there I'll have a nominate. Kitabullahi, book of God. Possessor, God. Possession, the book. What book? Quran. Right? Third sentence we have here is Al-Mudiru في غرفته. Okay, so now you're in school, okay, and you go to the secretary's office and you ask, okay, I want to see the principal. So what will the secretary reply? The secretary will tell you, okay, Al-Mudiru fi ghurfatihi, meaning the principal is in his room, okay? Al-Mudir means principal, okay? Ghurfatihi, his room. Then the next sentence we have here is Abi mudarrasun. أبي مدرس في هذه المدرسة. Okay, so أبي مدرس في هذه المدرسة, meaning my father is a teacher in this madrasa or in this school, okay? So the next sentence we have is أخوه. We have here أخوه مهندس. مهندس. أخوه مهندس في تلك الشركة. Okay, so أخوه meaning his brother. مهندس means engineer. Okay, في تلك الشركة meaning that his brother is an engineer in that. تلك meaning that. When we had discussed about demonstrative pronouns, we said تلك and we had ذلك. In that, شركة meaning company. Okay, so why did I use tilka and why can't I say ذلك الشريكة? Okay, because ذلك is a demonstrative pronoun that is only used for a masculine noun. Okay, so tilka is for feminine nouns. Now sharikati, this is something that is feminine. Why? Because of the presence of the ta marbuta at the end. So this denotes that it is something that is feminine. Okay, so tilka sharikat. So his brother is an engineer in that company. So you're getting more of vocabulary. So now I'll just rub this off and we can continue with other sentences. So just a quick go through before we continue. كم أختا لك? How many sisters have you got? القرآن كتاب الله. Quran is the book of God. المدير في غرفته. The principal is in his room. أبي مدرس في هذه المدرسة. My father is a teacher in this madrasa. أخوه مهندس في تلك الشركة. His brother is an engineer in that company. Okay, so we'll be moving on to other simple. So these are just simple daily basic sentences. You know, when you converse with people, it's easier. Okay, then sixth one we have is أمك. أمك, we have طبيبة. أمك طبيبة في هذا المستشفى. Okay, so أمك طبيبة في هذا المستشفى meaning her أمك meaning your mother, okay, is a nurse in this what you call mustashfa. Mustashfa means hospital, okay? Doctor. Tabibatun is actually doctor, female doctor. If you want to say male doctor, that is tabibun. If you want to say female doctor, that is tabibatun, okay? Then we have number 7. We have is لا تدخل. لا تدخل هذه الغرفة. Okay, لا تدخل هذه الغرفة. Now, for example, you know, there's a conference and there are only ladies in the whole conference. So in the whole conference, there are all ladies sitting there. The door is closed. And on the door, you will see a sign. What will that sign say? لا تدخل هذه الغرفة. Do not enter in this room. Now this لا تدخل is referring to masculine or feminine? It's referring to masculine, okay? Of course, I mean, because you cannot have a masculine just enter in a whole women's conference, right? So let's say they're talking about empowering women, and just imagine if just a man just walks in the conference room, okay? So basically you will have a sign, okay? You will have a sign on the door in Arabic. Maybe you go to another country and it will say لا تدخل هذه الغرفة, do not enter this room. And this is fi'lul amr. It is a command. Do not enter this room. Now this is referring to masculine. How do I know it's referring to masculine? لا تدخل. Okay? تدخل refers to masculine. If I want to command a feminine, if I want to tell a female, do not enter this room, I will say لا تدخلي. لا تدخلي هذه الغرفة. If I want to address a masculine not to enter this room, I will say لا تدخل هذه الغرفة. Okay? Then we have number 8. We have لا تلعبي. لا تلعبي في هذا الملعب. Okay? لا تلعبي في هذا الملعب. Okay? Meaning, now for example, it's a school playground, okay? And of course, there are only male students occupying that whole school playground, of course. So you will say what? You will say لا تلعبي في هذا الملعب. Meaning you are referring to a female. You are telling a female student, لا تلعبي, do not play في هذا الملعب, in this playground, because this is only for the masculine students, right? So you're addressing here, you're addressing a female. لا تلعبي في هذا الملعب. Command, فعل الأمر, right? Okay, here لا تدخل, that was referring to masculine. But if I want to refer to feminine, I will add ya sakin at the end. So this ya sakin at the end, when you see it like this, I'm referring to a feminine. But when you do not see any ya sakin at the end, I'm referring to masculine. So if I want to tell a masculine, do not play in this playground, I will say لا تلعب. If I want to say to a feminine, do not play in this playground, I'll say لا تلعبي. Okay? So that was number 8. Number 9, we have عندك ثلاثة عندك ثلاثة أقلام. Okay? So, you know, you go to school, okay, and it's an exam and your pen runs out of ink. So what will you do? Of course, you will ask someone for an extra pen, right? So you will see someone, you know, there are some people, they carry the whole big compass with so many pens inside. Okay, so you will say what? You will say عندك ثلاثة أقلام. You have 3 pens, right? Okay, عندك means you have. You, masculine. Ka refers to masculine. You, masculine, have 3 pens. عندك, you, feminine, have 3 pens. عندي, I have 3 pens. ثلاثة means 3. Okay, أقلام. أقلام is plural of pen. 1 pen, قلم. 2 pens, قلمان. More than 2 pens, أقلام. Okay? So just quick review before we go to the next few sentences that we have left. We have أمك طبيبة في هذا المستشفى, meaning your mother is a doctor in this hospital. طبيبة referring to female. If I want to say, for example, your father is a doctor at this hospital, so I will say أبوك طبيب. Okay, I will just omit this ta مربوطة في هذا المستشفى. Then we have لا تدخل هذه الغرفة. Do not enter this room. Is it referring to masculine or feminine? Referring to masculine. Why is it referring to masculine? Because it just has jussive at the end. So I'm talking to a masculine and telling do not enter this room. لا تلعبي في هذا الملعب. I'm saying do not play in this playground. Who am I talking to, masculine or feminine? I'm talking to feminine. Why feminine? Because of ya sakin at the end. لا تلعبي referring to feminine. عندك ثلاثة أقلام. You have 3 pens. You who? You feminine, you masculine, you dual, you male singular have 3 pens. Okay? Now we will move on to just a few last sentences. Okay? So it's very important to just, at least if you can speak these basic sentences with each other and understand each other, it will be more easier for you to learn the language. Okay, so number 10, we have عنده خمسة كتب. Okay, عنده خمسة كتب. Okay, you go to a bookshop and you want to buy a certain textbook. Okay, so you will say عنده خمسة كتب. He has 5 books. Okay, كتب. كتب, we have said this is plural. 1 book كتاب, 2 books كتابان, كتب, many books, right? So he has خمسة كتب. He has 5 books. Okay, next one we have عندي كتابان. عندي كتابان وثلاثة أقلام. Meaning عندي, I have. How do you know it is I have? Ya sakin at the end, meaning I have. كتابان, 2 books. وثلاثة أقلام, and 3 pens. So I have 2 books and 3 pens. Next sentence, we have هذه المرأة القصيرة ممرضة. Okay, هذا المرأة القصيرة ممرضة. Now you go to a hospital, okay, and you want to see a patient who is admitted there, okay? So you will be asking, who is the nurse? Who will guide me there? So what will they say? You see, this short lady, she's a nurse, okay? You're describing her, she's a nurse. So the translation, this short lady is a nurse. So this هذه, demonstrative, from the demonstrative. This, I cannot say هذا. هذا is for masculine. هذه for feminine. هذه المرأة. مرأة means woman. Okay, lady. Okay. هذه المرأة قصيرة. قصيرة means short. طويلة, tall. Okay. هذه المرأة قصيرة. ممرضة is a nurse. ممرضة is a female nurse. ممرض, male nurse. Now, when we were talking about the noun and the sifa, the noun and the adjective, what did we say? First comes, when you write it in Arabic, you will always find the first thing that will come is noun, then followed by adjective. When we talk in English, we usually say first the adjective, then the noun. For example, a short lady. So I have adjective, noun. But when it comes to Arabic, it's just vice versa. So I will start saying lady, then short. وَالْمَرْأَةُ قَصِيرَةٌ is a nurse. So this short lady is a nurse. Okay? Then we have ذلك الرجل ذلك الرجل طويل الطويل مهندس. Okay, so let's say you go to a construction site, okay, and you want to speak to the engineer. So the people there, the workers there, they will try to identify him, of course, and what will they say? They will say, ذلك الرجل الطويل مهندس. You see that tall man over there? That is the engineer, okay? So that here, the demonstrative pronoun is ذلك. ذلك is for masculine. If I want to say a female engineer, I will use tilka. I will say tilka المرأة طويلة مهندسة. That is for female, okay? So if I want to say, okay, I'm looking for this female engineer, so the workers there at the construction site, what will they tell me? They will tell me tilka المرأة طويلة مهندسة. But if I want to refer to masculine, they will tell me ذلك. So for masculine, the demonstrative pronoun that you will use is ذلك, that. For feminine, demonstrative pronoun that you will use is tilka. So ذلك الرجل الطويل مهندس. Again here, noun, then adjective. So first noun, then followed by adjective, okay, in Arabic sentence, of course. Now we just have one last sentence to sum up our class for today. So just a quick review, okay. عنده خمسة كتب, meaning he has 5 books. عندي كتابان وثلاثة أقلام. I have 2 books and 3 pens. هذه المرأة قصيرة ممرضة, meaning this short lady is a nurse. ذلك الرجل الطويل مهندس. That tall man is an engineer. One last sentence and we sum up our class for today. Okay, so we have 14th. أنا طالب جديد. أنا طالب جديد. Now when I say this, does it make sense if I say, is it right for me? Say I go somewhere, say I have enrolled my name in a new school, okay? And they're all Arabs sitting there, and just imagine I go there and say أنا طالب جديد. Does it make sense? No, it does not make sense. Why? Because this is referring to a masculine student, not a feminine student, okay? طالب is masculine student. So I cannot go there in a new school and enroll myself and say أنا طالب جديد. They'll all laugh at me, right? Because this is for masculine and not for feminine. So if it is for feminine, I will say أنا طالبة جديدة, meaning I am a new student. This is feminine student, so even the adjective will change to feminine, okay? I cannot say أنا طالب جديد. So طالبة جديدة. This is for feminine, okay? But أنا طالب جديد, that is for masculine. Masculine is saying I'm a new student. أنا طالبة جديدة, a female is saying I am a new student. So that was our class for today, just a bit of conversation, and inshallah in our next classes we'll be looking at other topics of grammar. So for now, just try to read more compositions, conversations, try conversing with people, basic conversations. It will be very easy for you to speak fluently. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. Thanks for listening and have a nice day.